I want to welcome everyone to Global FX Radio's Market Wrap-Up Show, YouTube. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. October 20th, 2009, 4:46 p.m. Eastern. Oh my goodness, the stock market could not explode on all that good news. Forget about it. Did we top out? Probably, but for a little bit. And again, listen to Global FX Radio. I go into more detail about this. I do my rant, of course. But, to me, I think this is just a reprieve. The dollar grind down. I think we're going to get more of a dollar rally. I think the futures are probably going to be down tonight in Asia and Europe. Beige book tomorrow, that's going to be key. I think if beige book is really good, maybe we get a stock market reversal. But, the S&P didn't hit 1100. We take a look at this dollar index. We certainly reversed, took out previous day lows, looking like the euro could have sliced through 150, didn't hit 150. Not Trujillo, but Sarkozy bitching and complaining. Brazil with the real, the 2% increase they did. So to me, there's like a coordinated effort. Canada, what a freaking disaster. Was I dead wrong or what? Again, it seems like there was a coordinated effort today to get the dollar to rally. And again, the pound, Mervyn King, it sold off before that. And the pound was great to us, thank goodness. Made up for the Canadian loss. But again, dollar index, looking at it, looks like it's going to rally. Maybe going to bounce up to 76.50. I'm not sure they're even that high. But certainly I would say we take out 76, there'll be some nice momentum, and we should probably stall there. London minutes, I think, are going to be very potentially to be more on the increase. We'll get confirmation. All right, are these guys going to increase this facility? Some people do, some people don't. I think the pound's going to be weak going into this. I think euro sterling bottomed out. We'll look at that also in a second. So look at this euro dollar. To me, doji, baby. Hanging, man. I think we could easily drop down. Well, you see it better on the hourly chart, but easily break down to like 148. Nice little break. But certainly 148.50 becoming a big spot. That's where the 10 EMA is. But we sliced through that the other day, yesterday. We went down to 148.30, made a new low, and then came back. So to me, I could easily see the euro, coming in, taking out the lows, then bouncing. And again, stock market's going to be the key. If the stock market takes out the highs, this thing's going to rip. But I think the stock market did stall. Let's take a look, actually. What am I doing? Usually I do that. Can't really see it that well here, but let me go to the hourly. Certainly stock market, I think it easily, futures come down here tonight. Maybe they hold this 1078 level, but they certainly topped out. Look at that shooting star nicely. We get continuation. That's a reversal, babe. No matter how you want to look at it, that's a nice reversal on that hourly. So I think we probably come down, maybe even take out the lows here. This 1076, hey, that'll be 12 handles. That should get the dollar index nice and strong. So from the hourly, that's how I come to that conclusion. Oil definitely reversed today on the daily. Nice reversal, punch through 80. Now I think we come down, probably retest 78 for sure tonight. But I think this oil trade easily. We're probably going to come back and now retest 76, that big channel line, right? Once you break through resistance, it then becomes support. So I would imagine that should be tested. So oil, 76, probably a good spot to get long. And again, I'm not looking for this dollar to totally melt up here. I think, we're in a downtrend channel. There's futures. It's almost like, everyone's waiting for what I'm waiting. That big up 20 handles in the S&Ps and then down 10. Then we know we got a reversal. But right now, no soup for us. They really, with all the, with Caterpillar, they really could have, an Apple, they could have exploded the market, but they didn't. So again, deal with it, move on. Again, temporary expectations. So I'm dollar bullish tonight, but I'm not looking for this huge move. So I'm looking for euro. Listen, at this point, euro right now is 149.40. We come into, that'll be a nice trade. All right, so euro dollar again. We come down here, very nice trade. I think we topped out. Again, I think we pull back. Now, could we hammer? Tomorrow and then rally? Of course. It's 146. I like this one better. That's 147. So maybe a 2-day event, bang, bang, and then, maybe we come back up. But it certainly feels like a top today. And Again, euro sterling rallying, euro dollar coming on, cable certainly reversed. So cable is the best looking chart. We'll get to that in a second. Dollar yen, nice little comeback. I really think dollar yen, this could be the bottom in dollar yen. I think this dollar yen easily, from a long-term trading perspective, I think easily, we get something like, nice bounce to 95, maybe even to 97, 96. But this dollar yen really looks to me like a nice bottom. And I think, it's going to grind higher. It's going to try and shake and bake you. But I think as long as we can hold this like 89 level, or even this little uptrend channel line here, we hold this 89, even really 90. You start doing every 100, but this thing's going to go. All you need is bond yields in the U.S. to come on, and the dollar. I think now with dollar yen, now we're looking at dollar yen. It's just not going to trade the same way. If the dollar rallies, dollar yen's going to rally. Not like in the past. Sure, there'll be shifts along the way. There'll be movement one day here, one day there. But in general, I think dollar yen is going to now track the dollar. Whereas before, dollar yen was pretty much tracking the dollar, the stock market. The stock market was going up. Over a year ago, dollar yen was going to the moon. It was the funding currency. Now it's no longer. The new party has basically done away with that. They're not allowing it. So sterling, awesome shooting star, picture perfect, baby. Days like today, I wish I only traded cable. Dollar Canada. Still can't believe it. I'll get over it, but man, freaking Looney Tunes over there. Oh, he did on purpose. He's going to have to raise rates before the second quarter of 2010. I cannot believe they're out of their minds. If this economy is really coming back as strong as everyone says, and they're doing more business with China than ever, forget about it. So, but again, dollar Canada's going to rally. But I think he'd rather deliver the shocker than prepare the market to get the Canadian dollar weak. My conspiracy theory. So cable, sorry, I got to quicken the pace. I think easy 162 will come down, retest the 160, 150 level. If I'm right, the big question, if I'm right, and the minutes are on the dovish side, they're going to buy more of these assets. I think you're looking at cable to be a nice relative strength loser. Absolutely, nice little doji. Took out the previous day lows, closed strong. I like it. I think euro sterling bottom. Took out the 30 EMA. As long as we can hold today's lows and even hold the 30 EMA, like it. That means I think this baby reversed today. Double doji, baby. Took out previous day high. We did that very well today, but I got to tell you, this thing, again, dollar yen is the key. The problem with trading against sterling yen, against the dollar, where dollar yen is tracking the dollar, is that you get a 100 pip move, a 70 pip move in dollar yen. Sterling yen, you got troubles if you're short. So, again, I think trading sterling yen is going to be more difficult. You got to be wary of these violent moves in dollar yen. And even listen, to be short sterling yen and long dollar yen as a hedge at moments, I think is a great idea, especially if you are a big sterling yen trader. I think you've got to be long dollar yen because cable's going to collapse. But if dollar yen's up 100 pips, you're not going to make as much. All right. I think New Zealand yen also is one of my trades of the day. I think New Zealand, look at this, big reversal. As long as it doesn't take out today's highs, I think a pullback easy to 67. It's not much, but I'll take it. Certainly, maybe over the next day or two, if the stock market is coming in, this may be me tonight, to the breakout line. And I think New Zealand, the market's going to start pricing in the fact that New Zealand is not going to be raising rates. Everyone had figured, everyone's going to do it. Japan, since Australia did it, Canada and New Zealand will. But now that Canada did the knockout blow, last I checked, New Zealand is not the same economy as Australia. And so I think this one's going to be the relative strength loser tonight. And so New Zealand yen, love it. Again, remember, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/voice of Forex. If you want to be on my Facebook, email info@globalfxradio.com. I'll send you a friend request. Andrew Spanton. Good luck tonight. It's all about the dollar, baby. The dollar. The only voice you will ever need, baby, who truly loves to make you money. Hope I'm right.